Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Ctina Alvarado, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 things that you need to 10x your business, take your business to the next level. But, before I continue, I have a couple questions for you. Wouldn't it be great if you knew the qualities that you needed to push yourself to the next level? We all know that it takes a certain kind of quality or characteristic to achieve greatness, to achieve these great things. So, with that said, if you knew the qualities that it took, would you do everything in your power to develop them? See, that's important. I mean, once you have the information as to know the qualities that you need to harness and develop within yourself, because if you don't change, things don't change, right? So if you knew the qualities that it took to become that superstar rock star that's inside of you, that I know that you are, then harness those and develop those. So without any further ado, I want to go to the first one. The first one is ambition. So what is ambition? Ambition is a strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Okay, that's the definition of what exactly ambition is. Now, when others deem something to be impossible, ambition makes it possible. How many of us have seen those people that, they have those rags to riches story? I know so many, some of my mentors, were actually homeless and now they're millionaires, because they had the ambition, and sometimes the circumstance that we are in at the time will push us to be more ambitious to make a change. But that's completely up to you. Napoleon Hill, he's an author. He wrote Think and Grow Rich, and he talks about ambition as another word for having a burning desire, that fire, that fuel inside of you, which can be considered ambition. So, one of the things you do want to learn is to learn how to raise your ambition and develop that burning desire. And a couple of ways that you can do that is to write down your goals, to, get yourself a vision board and, put images of the things that you want to achieve for yourself and your life. And, and sometimes what you can do is you can take a picture of your vision board, put it in your phone, and put it as a wallpaper on your phone. So there are certain things that you can do, and constantly always thinking about it and thinking about it and become kind of like obsessed with the things that you want to do with your life. So that's one of the ways that you can learn to develop that burning desire. So the second one is courage. Now, if you're in network marketing, you will be tested. Your courage will be tested over and over again. So, what is courage? Courage is the ability to do something that frightens one. And yeah, you do need courage to go along and do the things that you're afraid of. People, I mean, you gotta, sometimes people are afraid, a cell phone doesn't weigh very much, but when it comes time to take that call, that phone turns into a 400-pound item, you know? So definitely courage is something that we definitely need to harness. And, like I said, as an entrepreneur or network marketer, you will have to face your fears over and over again. So, this is one of my favorite quotes by Muhammad Ali. He said that he who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. I mean, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Think about the Wright brothers, for example. They were doubted that they would create a flying machine, right? And, through all of that, through all the doubts, through all of the naysayers and people that were saying that they were stupid or people that were just saying that they were crazy, they still had the courage to go and do it. So, in another word, they had courage and ambition to do the things that people were saying were impossible to do, right? Now, when a person does what they are afraid of over and over again, the death of fear becomes inevitable. So think about that, guys. Let's say, for instance, you were scared to do something. Maybe scared to speak in front of a large crowd. And you did it the first time, you were scared. You did it again. Now you were less afraid. And as you continue to do it, you get used to it. You're not afraid anymore because you've done it before. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it just takes for you to do it once or twice before your fear or you start developing the courage to continue to do it. So, the third quality that a person needs is consistency. With this industry and network marketing, you gotta work it like, you gotta work your business like a job at first. I mean, that's just how it is, and you're doing a lot of this stuff for very little pay in the very beginning. you know and sooner or later, what ends up happening is you start to develop an income, and you build that income to become whatever it is you want it to become. And now you can work a little bit less. You can work with your team now rather than staying at home all the time and working the calls. Even though doing calls is always good to keep building your business, but now you can get out the house. You can start going to work with your team on a more close basis, and it's not feeling like a job anymore. So genius comes from being prolific and productive. And that's consistency. Prolific is once you're consistent, you start to produce fruit. The fruits of your labor begin to show, right? You make things happen. With consistency, you make things happen and you can produce results. And consistency allows for measurement. So now, let's say for instance, you do something and then you quit right away. How will you know if it worked or not? How will you know if you worked or not if you didn't give it enough time to show you any results? And a lot of people make that mistake. The next one is consistency establishes your reputation. I mean, people will know, they'll know you that you're a person for your word. You're very consistent with everything, and you make things happen. You can really make things happen, and people will know you for being a consistent person, always about what they say, consistent and doing the calls at certain times. So consistency establishes your reputation. Consistency maintains your message. So you're not, switching from this to this to that to that. People will know that you're consistent. They know that you're stable, and your message will not change. The fourth quality a person needs is to be a student, to learn and never stop learning, right? Learn about the people, learn about leadership, learn about yourself. One of the things that we need to learn about ourselves is, how do we treat others? How are we perceived by other people? If you don't keep your ego in check, you're on your way to where you came from. It's so funny I say this, but Ralph Cramden from The Honeymooners, he said, be kind to the people on the way up, because you're going to meet the same people on the way down. And I always laugh at it because it's so funny, but definitely, if you don't keep your ego in check, your success is not going to last very long. You also want to learn about the stories of the leaders and how they got to their success level and duplicate them. Duplicate means you want to take the steps that they took to reach the success that they have reached. Also, you want to learn about the technicality of building the business. You want to learn the systems. You want to learn the programs. You want to learn about your product. You also want to be a product of the product. And that's another way for you to learn as well. And apply what you learn. So many people, they learn something, so they know something, but they don't apply it and they don't teach it to others, right? You definitely should apply what you've learned so that you can show the example and be consistent with the way you do it as well. So that's definitely something. And the last one I want to share with you is the joy. Joy, absolutely. You gotta have fun when you're building your business. If not, it's gonna start feeling like a job. And last I know, most people don't like their jobs. You know, in the development of mastery, you must have joy. This is something that you're gonna be doing on a consistent basis. And when you're trying to master your craft, when you're working on mastering your craft, have joy, have fun doing it, play with it, and you're gonna see the results come out of that. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare yourself saying, okay, this person, I mean, think about this, guys. People start the race at different points in their life. Some people may have more personal development or less personal development than when you started. And people change along the way. You learn and you go through different things as life progresses in this industry, in this business. So don't compare yourself to anybody else, because that right there, it can discourage you, it can make you sad. uh you know, if you're particularly not having the results yourself and you see somebody growing successful, so don't compare yourself to anybody else. Do what you need to do and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't look left, don't look right. Just keep focused. Now, joy is the kind of happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. So just have fun regardless. Wake up in the morning excited for the day, excited and happy for the industry that you're a part of. I mean, this network marketing industry is an industry that helps just regular Joe Schmoes become top income earners or make full-time income. So this industry is amazing. So be happy and feel blessed and be excited to be a part of that. So have joy, absolutely. So, guys, I want to thank you for coming on, checking out my webinar. These were the 5 qualities that you need to take to 10x your business and take you to the next level. You can follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can just check out ctinaalvarado.com and have yourself a great day, guys. If you found this training valuable, please share it. Please comment on it, share it with your social media, and have a great one. Take care, guys.